Uh-oh. What's going on, YouTube? I just found out some good information. Well, it is good, but then it's bad. So just bear with me. It goes like this, and I'm going to title this, You Better Start Thinking Like an Immigrant. Especially in these times. Now, why do you say that? Why is it good, Abdul, to think like an immigrant during these times? Okay, let me tell you about what happened to me yesterday. So yesterday I went out of town for a little bit. And went out of town. I was talking to this gentleman who happened to be from Nepal. And I'm checking out his products. And I'm interested, right, in this type of business. Because as you guys know, I go to Nepal. And I'm talking about the product and things like this. And he's asking me, how do you know so much about this product? I mean, of course, I didn't tell him. But I just said, I was just in Nepal traveling, blah, blah, blah. But that conversation sparked him telling me about his journey, financial journey. Now, what did he tell me? He told me, I moved to America 8 years ago. When I came here, all I did was work for the man. What man? Whoever gave him a job. Now, here's the funny thing about not all immigrants, but a lot of immigrants, especially Indian, Asian, and, well, you can put him in the category of India because Nepal is close to India. But anyways, he stayed with family members, right? 3 jobs. Worked all the time, 7 days a week. He was on a mission. He knew that he wanted to open a business. Now, I don't know when some immigrants come, are they legal, or they illegal, or they get legal later. I don't know all that. So I don't know if he had the opportunity to do certain things, but let's just say he was here. So he's here, and he's making money. He's saving money. He doesn't have to pay any bills. He just has a room. So every day his focus is just, and he's not working at good jobs. He's working at mediocre jobs. Jobs that some Americans say, I would never work for that price. Now let's talk about the situation that this guy is now 8 years later. This guy has 3 scooters. Now when I talk about scooters, I'm not talking about something that you drive or something like that. In Omaha, Nebraska, I don't know if there is any Starbucks at all. And if there are, there's very few. But the main coffee chain in Nebraska is Scooters. Now, what's so funny about this franchise is I was talking to a lady who owns one. She borrowed $300,000 from the bank to get this thing started, and she's struggling. Why? Because she borrowed money to do a business, which is the most dumbest thing ever. She borrowed money to start a business. Because when you start a business, that's exactly what it's doing. It's starting. It needs time to get going before the customers come and you actually have a large customer base. So she had to worry about paying loans and worry about starting a business. So she failed. This guy bought 3 businesses. How long did it take him about? He bought 3 businesses, right? Within a 6-month time span. Cash money. I repeat, cash money. So let's go back. How is it that a guy who made little money, he worked 7 days a week, he saved his money, and he made it? Because why? His vision of Nepal, when he was in Nepal making $100 a month, there's no opportunity here. There's nothing for me to do here. These guys, I work all these hours. These guys don't want to pay me good money. But America, I don't care if I make $8 an hour. I don't care what I make. There's some opportunity over there. He knew it. Us, there's no opportunity here for us because we lived in a society. We've never lived anywhere else. And we think this is the worst thing ever right now. We're collapsing. This guy bought 3 businesses, cash money. And I was standing in 3 scooter businesses, and I was standing in this store that wasn't a scooter business, but was just a garment and handbag business. But look at that focus. This guy didn't come here to play. 7 days a week, when we're out there shaking our tail at nightclubs, playing around in bars, whining, he's making money. He got his eye on the prize. He's patient because he knows what's behind him. There's no opportunity behind him. It's only in front. It's like Tariq bin Ziyad when he came and he was getting ready to fight against Spain. He told his men as they came off the boat, he said, we can only go forward because the boat is burned behind us. So we either drown or we die. Those are your options. He wasn't going back. He was going strictly forward. So my question is to you, America, what are you doing now? You can save, you can put your ideas together, your thoughts together, and we can make this stuff happen. Give you another example, and you guys can research this yourself. In Detroit, where everybody say, oh, it's terrible, the economy is bad. Who is thriving in Detroit now? The Middle Eastern population, the Arabs, who have been there since day one. They are buying up businesses where people left because they couldn't afford because they took out loans. A lot of immigrants don't mess with loans because they come from countries where you buy homes, you buy things cash money. They're used to this system. But here, we think we got to borrow. We got to borrow. Borrow and complain. That's what Americans have became to be. So let me hear what you got to say. I know there's going to be somebody to say, well, the government is doing this, the government is doing that. I just given you 2 live examples of people who didn't have that much great odds, but made it happen. Should we rethink some things of how we handle life and how patient we are and what kind of sacrifice we can take in order to make something happen? Because that's what it's all about. Are you willing to sacrifice your time to be small and to do some things you may not want to do in order to make it in the future? That's what I'm going to leave with you guys. Like I said, I have an ETIC class going on. If you're interested, please contact me. Very cost-effective classes. Yeah. So I'll be glad to hear from you. So until next time, guys.